Hello and welcome to the Slingshot channel. Halloween is almost upon us. Time to get ready for all those zombies that will certainly run around in my yard. Of course, I'm well prepared with crossbows and air guns and so on. But it is time to also arm up for those pesky zombies. And I'll do this with yard care. The anti-zombie chainsaw bayonet. Let me show you its features. So I bought this chainsaw, which is really not bad. It's 18 volt operated, so it's seriously powerful. It's not very heavy. It's a lightweight, small electric chainsaw. And what I did is I made an adapter that clamps it to the sideways Picatinny rail. There's another one on this side here. So I used the white one. And then what I also did is I added a second trigger button. So this one still works, but I added another one and put it right next to the trigger of the crossbow. So I can shoot, and then at the same time I can switch on and off the chainsaw. So is it really powerful? Let's test it on a piece of wood first. Okay, pretty serious piece of wood. That was super fast for this small little chainsaw, I think. What is this, a 2x4 maybe? I don't know. That's a pretty serious piece of wood and it's dry and hard. That was respectable, I would say. Didn't think that such small chainsaws can do this kind of work. Now, these are made for wood. So I'm not exactly sure if they're really suitable to also cut into flesh. So we have made a block of 20% ice-cold ballistic gelatin with a coconut inside. So let's see if we can get to the brain of this zombie. Okay, now it's gonna be you or me. It works. Now it did neatly cut into the gelatin and also into the coconut, as you can probably see. So this is definitely a dead zombie, but it took quite long. I would say that was not really fast enough for a quick kill. That's more like if you have captivated, if you have captured one and then you just want to release him, then maybe it works. Also, some people say that if you just have a t-shirt on, then the chainsaw won't be able to go through, but it will just jam up because it will bunch up the textile and then that will block the motor. So let's find out. All right. And it's true. It's true. It doesn't work if there's textile involved. This actually is jammed so hard that I think I have to take the entire cover of the saw off to really remove the textile. Okay. Yeah, see, it's completely jammed, but basically unharmed. So my conclusion. You can use it against the zombie's head, but it is too slow to be effective in a fight. You can really only do this for the mercy kill of a captured zombie maybe. But you never let it come into contact with the t-shirt or any clothing because it will immediately jam up. So all in all, this looks pretty aggressive and I think dangerous. And probably it is dangerous. But on the other hand, I don't think it's a suitable anti-zombie weapon. Sadly, all this work for nothing. I hope it at least entertained you a bit. I think we have something much more effective, which is the Midgard's bayonet that you can use. Also, you can use it to clamp onto a sideways Picatinny rail. You actually get a clamp for both sides. And also, it comes with an end that allows you to install it on a standard M16 with the bayonet lock. So, you would attach a ring in the front and also the rear lock. So this one here, you can actually swing it open like so. And then you have a really nice bayonet, which gives you a completely different way to deal with the zombies in the yard. Because you can slash with this thing, and you can of course stab with this thing. And it's a really dangerous weapon, and it's also super solid on the crossbow. But of course, with this you still have a functional crossbow that lets you deal with these zombies in a quick and efficient manner. That's actually fly. And also, you can see that the blade's beautifully opened. The expanding broadheads here cut. So it immediately opened and then it went in and what still had enough power to penetrate the coconut. So, yard care. I think it does take care of some wood that you need to remove from your yard. It's not that good if you want to remove some of those pesky zombies. But I think it makes a great little prop, doesn't it? Don't you think? I really like the look of it. And actually my mount works very, very, very nicely. Very sturdy, doesn't give, and it's not even that heavy. Now the beauty is that I can take this off, simply remove the extra cable with the switch, and then continue to use it as a chainsaw. And it will serve me well for making slingshots from all those wood that's going to come down in the early fall storms that we will certainly have here in Germany very soon. In any case, I hope you like this, because that's it for today. Thanks and bye-bye.